Coach Mick Haley, Samantha Bricio, Natalie Haglin, and Alicia Olgums. We're going to start with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, I think from my standpoint, as a coach and watching all the matches that I've gotten to see in the tournament, this had to be one of the best matches in the tournament. This is the way you want tournament games to go, especially if you're USC. But I thought BYU was wonderful. I thought their defense was extraordinary. Their effort was really good. They were coming off that big win in Hawaii, and I thought Gray did a marvelous job, 23 kills against us, and she played her heart out. But Sean's done a great job for BYU, and we were very, very happy. But I'm extremely proud of my team because we won the match. We won the match because in the fourth game we made 0 errors. We were 15 for 33 with no errors. We've been trying to reduce errors all year, and it looked like we finally grew up a bit out there, and it's always fun as a coach when you see your players growing right in front of you. We had some just unbelievably good performances. And not only that, we had Alicia Ogums come off the bench to play a critical role for us when Alexis could not go tonight. And I think Alexis will be all right, but she sustained a minor injury, and she just said, Coach, I can't be 100%. And the way we do our system here at USC, everybody practices with the idea that they're going to play. And the next person up was Alicia, and she jumped at the chance and came right in there and did a whale of a job. And I thought the setters were really good because they trusted her. They gave her the ball. She got her hands over the net like we know she can. And I thought she gave us a lot of spark. If you looked at her face, she had a smile. She was talking to people, slapping hands, and we know she can play like that. So things really worked out well for us tonight. But we know we've got to play again tomorrow. So we'll entertain questions and then get ready for tomorrow. Huh?
Do we have any questions for the players?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Number one for Samantha. Again, the overall play tonight, it was as if you were giving a clinic on how to play volleyball. From our perspective, we want to compliment you on that because it took a lot to rally your team to get back into the first game and then continue on through the rest of the match. So I just wanted to get your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts on rallying the team. Because it's not a very usual position for the women of Troy to be down that much. But you turned the corner, and I think your enthusiasm and your play gave the spirit back to your team.
Yeah, I think we all did a really good job. Like Mick was saying, Natalie, Alicia, like all the team did a really good job. We had a dip right there, but we just came out in the third set. Fourth set? Oh, fourth. No, we have fourth. Yeah. And then I guess it's because, I don't know, we were really focused at the last set, so.
Okay. And then you took the second set, you went into the break feeling more comfortable, more confident. Third set, though, that little break, little letdown, what happened there?
I don't know, I think it was a problem with our focus. We relaxed a little bit, but that happened to like all the teams, so.
Okay. And then for Natalie, a question for you. Well, this is an observation, a comment on a game well played. Your stamina, please explain how that comes up in every single set. You play the same, and tonight we saw even more determination. What was going on in there?
I mean, the enthusiasm thing is what my role on the team is. I know I'm not a scoring position, and I don't get to do much in terms of that, but what I can give to my teammates is my complete passion and my complete heart every single day, and I do it in practice every day, so it's not difficult for me to turn it on during a game because it's just natural. I find myself playing better when I do that because I'm more engaged in the game and I'm more focused and you know, I can tell my teammates feel the fire and take that with them. So anything that I can do that helps my teammates score, and that's the biggest thing right now that helps them. So.
And your thoughts on, as Coach said, one of the best matches of the tournament, to have played in it and to know that you were on that tipping point of going 0-1. What rallied your spirit and what rallied you to talk to the teammates and say, let's turn it on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, BYU is an incredible team. I don't think we knew that they were going to be that great on defense. Those girls were picking up every single ball. I was looking over there. And, you know, it wasn't just the libero, who's an incredible player, but it was their right side and their middle back and their front row players diving through, getting every ball up, which is, you know, it's cool to see on my side, also very frustrating. But I think our team realized that, you know, it's not going to be easy to get balls down. So, you know, we have to stay patient. And we came together a lot with a lot of eye contact, saying that you have to stay patient. They're going to get every ball up, you know, and just use your shots. So I think that's what helped us, and just the patience and the focus and the trust that we'll be able to come out in the end.
And then for Alicia, it's a good opportunity to kind of just meet and greet you. We've been watching you for the past year, and to see you now, as Coach said, watch you grow right in front of his eyes because you had to step up. Talk about that conversation with the coach and saying, Alicia, your turn, you got to step in.
Well, I practice hard every day in practice, so when Mick said that I was going to be able to get a chance to play, I was really excited to show what I've learned in practice and to actually play and help the team win. So I just put it all out there today, so that's basically it. Yeah.
And your confidence factor seemed to be rising in each set.
Yeah, I gained a lot of confidence from practicing, and like Natalie and Sam too, like I saw them playing really hard, and it gave me confidence to play harder and to believe in myself and to believe in my team. So that's where I got it from.
Okay, and of course, feeling victorious over the win tonight, you're looking forward possibly tomorrow to hopefully be part of the full offensive threat and defensive threat.
Hopefully, but it's not in my hands, so we'll see.
So I'll pose that question to you. Okay, one last question I have for Samantha, if it's okay. No, it'll be in English. I'd like to speak to you in Spanish, but it's in English. I noticed yesterday in practice, and as Coach Haley said in the press conference yesterday, the sport court, the tiles.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed yesterday when you were practicing, I saw a little more of a elevation. The court is a difference. Am I right or wrong? That it gave you a little bit more of a
Like
lift?
jumping wise?
Yes, possibly.
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but every time that I play in this kind of court, I feel like I jump higher. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me.
Okay.
Maybe it's the court.
And I know that the coach mentioned that most of the players, at least stateside players here, very used to that type of court. But I know in Mexico, maybe or maybe not, it's like that.
No, we don't have a kind of court, but in like international tournaments, we don't play in that kind of court. So when I came here was the first time that I played in that court. Yeah.
I just wondered, from my observation, and then I saw it tonight, because you were amazing with everything you did, and of course I'll ask Coach about your the way he saw your game tonight, but just wanted to say that we were very impressed with the all-around play that you gave tonight to give the women of Troy a big victory, so good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, players, you can head back. Okay, questions for Coach?
I think I'm going to ask the obvious question here. And you played Washington twice during this season. What are you going to do differently to try to win this time?
Well, I think we've already done it. I'm not going to tell you, but if you saw the first two matches, we played a little bit differently. And we really want this opportunity to play with Washington a third time. In our conference, the second time around, if you lost the first time, you do everything you can to win the second time. If you won the first time, you know the other team's going to do everything they can do the second time. It's very unusual. for us to lose 2 times to the same team. The last time this happened was, I believe, in 2010. We were in Dayton, and we lost to Stanford twice, and we got them in the finals of the regional. And in the 5th game, they were ahead 14-11, and we won 16-14. So we kind of think we have a shot at this, and we think Washington they took an international trip with their team last summer. We felt like they were better organized than we were. We have 6 freshmen and sophomores playing in the lineup, and their team is a little older and a little bit more mature. And so we've been trying to play catch up all through the season, and we kind of feel like we're finally ready to play now. So I'm excited to get a chance to go against Jim again tomorrow night. I mean, we have high respect for each other, and our teams respect each other, but we will go to war, both teams, and you can bet on it tomorrow night. So I'm sorry this isn't a Final Four match, because I think it deserves to be, but I can't do anything about that. So the only thing I can do is make sure that we're the one advances to get to the Final Four. If we can possibly do that, we're going to try to do that.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Coach, you mentioned the field in the arena tonight was of the Final Four, at least in that first set. There was so much drama.
Do you know that first set, there were 19 tied scores? The score was tied 19 times in the first set. That's good volleyball. That's as a spectator, you could pay the $75 that you get in the nosebleed seats down at Staples, and you can't get that good a match. And for what you got for $20 tonight, that had to be thrilling if you're a spectator. I can't think we don't have the best sport in the country. I'm not kidding. I don't know how you could not like that. I like that. I was kind of a fan of the first set. I just thought that was an amazing battle.
And Coach, with the adjusted alignment you had to come up with.
You know, I'm proud of that, because I tell our players who are not playing, I promise you, if there's an opportunity, you will play. And if somebody can't go, you're the next one in, and we won't hesitate. And that happened tonight, and the player took advantage of it, and she really, really gave us a boost. Do you realize that Ogums had 8 kills and 13 attempts with 0 errors, plus she had 3 stuffs for us? So she contributed a lot of points. She contributed 11 points tonight for us in the 4 matches. We usually get about 3 points a set out of Olgard, and that's all American first team stuff. And Ogums gave us that 11 points tonight, gave us almost those 3 points again, so we didn't miss a beat. And my heart just goes out to her, because I know she's wanted to do this. But she's only a sophomore, so how good is that?
That's a good situation to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Say, because now there's another part of the arsenal that can be.
Well, we believe in all of the kids on our team, and we train all 15 of them. We feel like all 15 have value, and if we have to put any of them in the match, we expect nothing but their best effort, and their teammates will support it.
2 other areas, Coach, that I know you want to get with the team. Can you talk about your frontline players with the attacks and the net play? And I know there was some very, very, I would say, some points were at issue, controversial maybe, or questionable. Let's say questionable. I know you asked about a couple, but the play
It was just a
play
slight
went on.
inquiry.
Play went on. But that whole environment there of run-ins, you were using all the players accordingly and to your best advantage. Talk about them, and then also about Samantha's overall game.
Well, let me say this. I thought our players played like this because I thought our setters performed at maybe the highest level they've performed all year. I thought Haley Crone was absolutely deft at delivering the ball. I thought the freshman, Alice Pizza Segola, was as good in her leadership as she's been, and they played with confidence and gave direction, and Bricio took it to another level, though. Wannabe has been great. I mean, as a freshman, Bricio was great last year. Wannabe is, but she got challenged tonight by Gray, and what a battle back and forth between those two. That was just a slugfest. And then Samantha, you're right. I think we need to send the sport card home with her because, man, she was just going off like a rocket. Have you seen anybody go up? And Gray was fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just she was on the wrong side. She needed to be on our side to really have my appreciation higher than it was. She's really good, but I thought Bricio was elevating, doing things with the balls, very few errors. Samantha had 5 serving errors tonight, but she had 5 aces. So those kind of neutralize, and they also put the other team in a fearful position. But her hitting errors tonight were 4, 53 swings. That's under 10% for a match, and that's a great improvement for her. She's been at 17, 16, 18%. So she really did a job. She's maturing right now. She's just growing up in front of everybody's eyes. So she is going to be even better. And her blocking at the end of the game was pretty darn good. She's been working on that all year. Her mother would have been absolutely proud of her tonight. That's the only thing she told me that I had to do is teach her to block before she got out of here. So I was really happy for Sam. And how about Elise Ruddens also? And then somebody you never hear about, Sarah Shaw, has 0 hitting errors tonight and carried a big load out here, passing, defense, and that sort of thing. Shaw was 8 for 19, no errors. We get that out of Sarah, we're just tickled. So,
Thank you.
all right.
Any further questions for Coach?
Yeah, talk about the play of the freshmen a little bit if you can, because they played a lot and they played well. And what does this show for the future?
Well, I hope it really shows a lot, because when I've got a sophomore and 2 freshmen contributing of 71 points, contributing over 40 of those points just in the attack alone, how good is that? And Ruddens is coming on. Ruddens was really critical tonight for us. And she's been under the radar, but we go back. That's why Crone is so good. She can set behind just over and over and over. We probably defy all the volleyball logic out here because everybody says that more than 60% of the sets go in front of the setter. And we're probably running 50% or more behind the setter right now. It really challenges the other team's left sides to block, and we're scoring at a high clip. Ruddens, for instance, I was just looking at this, had 13 kills and 26 swings. That's 50% kill with only 1 error. For a freshman who didn't start until mid-season. That's why I feel like we're just now starting to grow up, and I thought we'd get better, but we had a lull there in November that I couldn't figure out, and I think they just were mentally fatigued. Our conference, travel, and all of the stuff is very, very challenging, so being at home at the end of the season has really helped us. I thought we've had a couple of teams that have been this good or better, but got sent to Hawaii and then to San Antonio and 5 time zones and all of that, and during finals, and just challenges you to be better than everybody else just to be able to compete. So it all evens out in the long run. This year we get to stay closer to home, and we feel like it's an advantage, and so tomorrow night we want to do everything we can to take advantage of that. If we got to play the team that's beaten us twice, we want to play them at our place.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.